Single tiger emerges from cave is an impressive looking yet very effective pattern. We'll use it frequently to deflect incoming mid-level attacks. Observe me first while I describe the movement. Later on, you will sink to the left. Later on, you will shift your weight to the left, then step back with your right foot, and shift back into a false leg stance. Place your left tiger claw near your right hip. Use your elbow as a pivot and circle your hand upwards and forwards, and then lean it downwards. The shoulder movement is minimal. The whole movement resembles a rainbow. At the end, the arm should be quite straight, but slightly bent and pointing about 15 degrees to the outside, which is about north-northwest. Your wrist is at a right angle. Your fingers are bent just enough to represent the ferocity of a tiger. Later on, you can use your tiger claw to grip the opponent, but you can grab anything if your fingers are cramped to start off with. So keep your hand quite open. While you move your arm, sink down at the same time. The body leans forward slightly, with your navel pointing to the northeast. Ideally, your arm movement and your sinking end at the same time. You see, the three external harmonies apply to everything. It's a principle. I'll show you a few times again. Now let's do it together. Get up. Starting from two tigers and ready. You shift your weight to the left. Step back with your right foot and shift back into a false leg stance. Place your left tiger claw near your right hip. And then circle your hand upwards, then downwards. Check that your wrist is at about the right angle. Your fingers are quite open in a tiger claw. And your hand is pointing to north-northwest. Then spring forward and rotate your fist back to your hip. Again. Now do the other side. let's have a look at the most common mistakes. Take care that your back foot is already at an angle of 45 degrees. You will have no chance to correct this elegantly anymore once your weight is on your back leg. So at the start, look down after your step and check if your foot is correctly aligned. Only then continue with the pattern. If you make this mistake often, take a step back and just repeat this step whilst leaving your hands aside for the time being. Instead of pushing your palm forward, bring it down in an arc. We won't be pushing away an attack, but lean on it in a relatively soft way. My Sifu likes to use the following well-known analogy. It's single tiger emerges from cave, not opium smoker reaches for pipe. The essence of Shaolin Kung Fu animals will be a topic of later courses, but for now you don't need to worry about that. Nevertheless, let this inspire you to radiate the poise of a tiger, not that of a drug addict. Practice again, at least 10 times per side. Enjoy! This lesson is taken from The Entrance to the Chamber of Shaolin Kung Fu, my 6-month online program to help you build a solid foundation in traditional Southern Shaolin Kung Fu. Not only does it provide even more detailed explanation on fundamental stances, footwork and movement principles, but also covers the 2 pillars of genuine Kung Fu, which are neglected or even lost in most schools, namely combat application and developing internal force. May the free lessons of this series benefit your practice and understanding. Subscribe now and follow the links below to visit us at the Shaolin Treasure House.